Peace to the nation of gods and earths, and all the positive people in the universe. This our brother, Almighty God, DAWUD Allah, talking about the goddess syndrome, dropping science on the origin of the goddess.
Like I said before, man is light, a masculine principle, and woman is water, a feminine principle. Now, if you look at fire and water, the masculine principle and the feminine principle, light can evaporate water, right? And water can extinguish light. They look like they're bitter enemies, don't they? But in all reality, they are not. You know what I mean? They're opposites, but all opposites need a what? A partition between them. Fire and water need something like a pan between them. And the partition represents a value system. When men and women have a value system between them, a partition, like truth, love, understanding, peace, harmony, happiness, they can get along together. That's the petition. See, fire exalts water. Fire purifies water. Fire brings out the hidden potential in water. Together, they can cook tasty, nutritious meals. Together, they can make machines activate and help people. They can make engines run. In all reality, fire and water makes the world go round. And you got the partition between them. They're not enemies. But fire and water is two of the principles of life. See, there's four principles of life. You got the meditation principle, which is air. You got the fire principle, which is the activating principle. You got the a water principle. That's called the compositional principle. What do the word composition mean? It means to mix, to blend, to arrange, to compound. That's what it means. Because it takes two. It takes hydrogen and oxygen to make up water. Then you got the formative principle, which is material. So I'm going to talk about two of these principles, fire and water. Fire and water. Fire represents a masculine principle, which represents the vertical principle, or the masculine principle. The water represents the horizontal principle, and that's represent woman, or the feminine principle, what the Christian call the cross of life. One going up, one going across. It's called the cross of life. Like I said, fire is the activating principle and an ascending principle, a penetrating principle. Water is a widely spreading principle, a descending principle. I'm just telling you, it's two different principles. But they need a what? Partition between them. Just like the Ankh. What the Ankh represents? It represents the unity of man and woman. Because the rod represents the man, The circle represents the woman, and it's got a petition between them. That's the value system. It's what you see that cross going between them, and it represents unity and harmony within the black man. And that's why Lilith got a round circle in her right hand and got a rod in her left hand with no petition between them, because she comes to what? She's a counterforce against God. And that's what you're doing. Those are the vibrations you're picking up when you're worshiping a goddess. So you look at Mary, and she look all innocent, but in all reality, she's Lilith on the Isis principle, or the Lilith principle. But you don't understand, because they ain't telling you this. I'm telling you what they ain't telling you, what they don't want you to know. Because some of them out there in high positions is working for the devil. And in 1984, when they brought in the metaphysical world, they brought in the Afro-American Black Wicca Society with them. And they brought in that old goddess teaching from the Satan. They're getting paychecks. And a lot of them in that metaphysical world is getting paychecks to teach it. And the rest of them are just followers. Because 85% is following, 10% is bloodsuckers, and only 5% of them in there know the truth. That happens in everything. If you get 3 people together, you're going to see a high, low, in the middle. If you get 1 million people together, you're going to see a high, low, in the middle. You're going to see the 85%, 10%, and 5%. You're going to see that in everything. And I'm telling you, if you're calling yourself a goddess, you're 85%. You don't know what you're talking about. You're supposed to be woke. And the metaphysical world is supposed to be the light that lights the wick, or that sparks the keg of dynamite that blows up the hearts and minds with enlightenment of black people. And they teaching y'all wrong. You a goddess. God don't wear no dress. And that's what was happening the last time that Virgo came in. According to y'all book, the Cosmic Mother said men was worshiping women so much, they was worshiping them so much, that they started looking like them. Not only that, they started dealing with homosexual tendencies, and they got a cult of the homos. And what did they, how you get initiated in there? You had to go out and have sex with a man. And that's why they say goddess. God with a dress on it. God don't wear no dress. Only weak men. And the Father said, there's no woman in me. It's all in her. Why did he say that? I'm going to tell you why he said it. Because he was a strong black man. And when women became men, when men became women, it was the weak men. That's why he said it. And he wasn't weak. He was a strong black man. So he said, ain't no woman in me. And he said that God is the father of women. God is the father of his mother. And man is the father of women, whether she likes it or not. That's what he said. Everything real. Only weak men become women. Homosexual. You know what I mean? But that's the teachings that God is bringing. That type of atmosphere. That's what I said, the last trump card. And who? Donald Trump. What he got? He's one of the richest men in the world today. He on TV. Why he on TV? Tell a lie, vision. Vision telling lies. Why he on that? It hypnotize you, don't it? You be laying up in a dark room looking at it, and the lights are blinking and blinking and blinking. That's the same thing how people hypnotize you. Power to project automatic thought in your head. And what's the name of his show? The Apprentice. Meaning, they just starting out with it. The Apprentice right now. But the theme song of the show is You Are Fired. And he said, men, masculine principle, you fired. We bringing in Lilith, feminine principles now. That's why you see all this killing and murder of women doing it on the TVs and radios and